Moi kaikki, I'm Hanna and this is my podcast called Hanna from Sheep's Alley and I live in Kuopio, Finland, and today is New Year's Eve. So I better get cracking because in 3 hours we will be going to our friend's house for the New Year's Eve's party. So let's start with finished objects. I have quite a few. The first one is Satakieli. This mystery knit along and this pattern is by Heidi Alander, and you were supposed to have 5 different colors of yarns in certain amounts, but I wanted to have knit a huge shawl, so I used slightly bigger needles and I did tiny bit modifications for this shawl, and I'll show you how big this is. Okay, it starts from this end, goes over here, that's the middle part, and that's the other end. So this is big, huge, exactly what I wanted. I'll just put it on like this for a while because I just lit the fire, and if I'll wear this I'll be totally hot and sweaty and awful, so I'll just show you how it looks on me. But I like this very much, and this is my Christmas shawl because it has all these Christmassy colors, 2 greens, 2 reds and this off-white color. And what I did differently is this bind off here. I wanted to have more green and I wanted to have a lace border. So actually this section here was supposed to be only garter stitch rows. I don't remember how many rows, but I wanted to have a lace section and I wanted to use this green one, and I was supposed to knit because there are 3 lace repeats here. I also wanted to have 3 lace repeats here, but I ran out of yarn, or I only have tiny ball left. So what I did, I made 2 lace repeats and then I did this picot bind off, which Heidi said that you are also able to do that, or just plain bind off. So that's my huge Christmas shawl, and I have seen in those Christmas movies they have tacky looking, awful looking Christmas pullovers, so this will be mine not tacky Christmas shawl, and I think this is lovely. So that's that. And if you want to search for that pattern, I'll show you. That's Satakieli is a Finnish word, and that's how it's written if you want to track this pattern down. Then highlighter hat. This is, I'm test knitting, or I test knit a hat for Susanna for Talvi knits. I think it's her project, or how do you say when you are a designer, and I think that's her designer name, Talvi knits. And I'll show you this, what Susanna had. She has only project page on her Ravelry site, but this will be, I think she will release this pattern sometime in January. So highlighter hat, and this is how mine looks like. There was a beanie style and then slouchy, and I made slouchy one. Looks like this. Quite neat, I think. And the yarns I used, this one, I would say BC Garn, Semilla, and that's the color 109, kind of dark purple. Then same yarn, number 108, and this is lighter purple. And then green, this is color number 112, and this is 50-gram balls and 160 meters. I think that's DK weight. And this is 100% organic wool. Is this Danish? Yes, Denmark. PC Garn, Denmark. So this is Danish yarn. So this is I'm not keeping this. This is a gift for one of my goddaughters, but I'm planning on knitting one for me too. I'll take this off because that's quite warm there. Liinu made from Kässäkerho Pom Pom. She made or dyed these. Well, she has I think 10 or how many different colors, but I love these colors which Liinu dyed, and I'm thinking of knitting my highlighter hat with these colors. And these are, one skein is 100 grams and 225 meters, 100% merino, and you are supposed to knit this with size 4 or 5 millimeter needles. But I thought that these would look super lovely. So that's the plan. Then the socks for my boys. Okay, first one are Mikko's socks, and they look, oh my hair, don't want that there. Okay, Mikko's pair, just plain my this and that socks, 2 at a time, toe up, garter stitch heel, some ribbing. This I made 2 by 2, but I knit the knit stitches from the back loop. And this was Tuulia's Knit Lops Layers Väinämöinen Sport yarn. So this yarn and the specs there. And those are Mikko's. Then Emeli's. Okay, same Knit-Lop Layers Väinämöinen Sport. Show you like this. Hopefully it focuses. And these are Emeli's. Same pattern. Emeli's socks are slightly longer because he has tiny bit longer foot than Mikko does. And here I made 1 by 1 twisted rib. So that's that. And then Levi's socks, same. Louhittaren luolas Väinämöinen Sport. Specs there. And these are Levi's socks. Same pattern, 2 at a time, toe up, garter stitch heel. And here I made 1 by 3 twisted rib, which I like quite a lot actually. I think I should use more of this style. Here I made, okay, here you can see this part is 1 by 3, but then I made on both sides, I added 1 more stitch. So actually there are 4 purl stitches right here, and same on the other side, just to make it tiny bit wider, the cuff. And those are those. So socks for the boys done, yeah, and now they get to wear them. And then whips. Okay, here is the bag, which is full of mini skeins and my scrappy socks, which are not finished yet. I'll show you first all the minis. This bag is full of minis, and I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Probably knit that rocking chair cover and zigzag blanket, and I may even knit another pair of scrappy socks because these are fun to make. So I'm making these knee high and not quite there yet, but this is how colorful mine are. So quite a lot of yellow and purple and some green, and those are the garter stitch heels, which I make every time because I like them so much. So still a little bit knitting to do, and then they will be finished. Okay, let's put that there. Okay, I had the great plan of making deadlines to get things finished. And today is December 31st. And have I knit the Snood Barcelona? Have I touched Ruusupuu? Made well? Ilo shawl? So I updated the deadline because all the Christmas knitting, I just didn't have time and I caught a cold and blah 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 blah. Anyway, going to knit Snood Barcelona by the end of January. Ilo shawl also by the end of January. Made well by the end of February, because I think that's realistic. And then Ruusupuu also by the end of February. So that's a new plan. And then I have a new section, whips, which I'm going to frog. I decided that I'm going to frog the Icos from Karelia and knit them with different yarns and from toe up, because these are cuff down and I like toe up socks. So I'll frog those and start again, don't know when, but I'm also going to frog the mittens I'm knitting because there's a reason. I love these mitts and I love this part here, but it has started to annoy me. This has started to annoy me because the base yarn is too close to the lovely pattern and you can't really see that pattern that well. This is perfect, but I don't like this. So I will frog these and change this base to something else. I don't know what else. I only have the skeins here, or yarn balls, which I have here, but maybe if I change this base to a lilac color or something in my stash, but I don't like that, so I will frog this. So I will frog 2 projects and start from the beginning sometime next year. Then what I'm planning to do, I'm planning to start knitting on the 1st of January, which is tomorrow, the Love of Spiders. So I promised Peter in Perth that I will use her gorgeous yarn and knit this. A little bit wrinkled, but this, the Love of Spiders shawl. And we had a knitting meeting at Kässäkerho Pom Pom yesterday, and I already caked these beautiful yarns, so I'm all set for tomorrow to knit the Love of Spiders. And I'm keeping this in this vintage tea. No, this is not tea towel, this is pillowcase, yes, which I decorated with vintage doilies and vintage buttons. And I made this bag for Peter's lovely yarn. Then what else? I seem to have lost my notes. I probably put them in here. See how professional I am. Ah, they were here. Found them. Whoops. Okay. Then I'm taking part in 2 different alongs. First one is Gina's at Brownie Knits. her Knits and Read 2017, and I'll show you the info here. Hopefully it focuses, so you can pause and read what it says here, or just go to Gina's Ravelry group, which is Brownie Knits, and you can find the Knits and Read thread there. So I will be knitting and reading, and because I will be reading, I made myself a bookmark, because I didn't have a nice looking bookmark, and it's this type. I'll show it like this. Can you see? Those are heart shaped beads which I made as a dress. I just turned them upside down, and I call these crown heads. They are not angels, they are crown heads. And the people we are going to go tonight to have the New Year's Eve party, he gave me this Andre Agassi book, and he said that this is very good. This is in Finnish, so I will read this and knit Peter's yarns that love of spiders. That will be my first Knits and Read 2017 project. And the other along I am taking part in is Bakery Bears podcast's dance running group 2017. So people will be running and collecting miles, and they try to beat the other group is knitting as much as possible, and somehow they calculate what they are knitting and how many meters or kilometers that will be, and we runners, actually walkers, I will be a walker, we will try to beat them by running and walking more miles or kilometers than what the knitters are knitting, and we'll travel around the world. And here are the specs from Dance Thread, and you can pause or go to Bakery Bears Ravelry group and read all the info from there. So those are the two alongs I'll take part in 2017. Then my New Year's resolution will be that I will write a pattern of the yksi thing, because several people have said that this is really, because I was doubting that if this is a wearable thing or not, and I think it is, but I don't know if people like this kind of thing. But several people, for example, from the Round Rabbit podcast, hi Nancy. Nancy said that also she would like to knit this if it was available, and I think knitting this is so simple that you could probably, Nancy, do this with a loom too. So my New Year's resolution will be writing a pattern of this yksi thing. I don't know when it will be ready, but I will make it. So I need to just see what yarns I'll use and then make proper notes and knit another one. So that's my New Year's resolution. And then I have section other things. Also, kind of like New Year's resolution thing. Last year I took all my yarns out of my pins and all the places I keep them, and I laid them on the floor, and then I took photos and put them on Ravelry, all the specs and photos, and it was very handy. And it lasted about half a year. I bought new yarn after I stopped the yarn buying diet. I bought new yarn, didn't take photos, didn't put them on Ravelry. And I'm annoyed at myself because I didn't put them there, because it's really, I think it's very good place to have your yarn, because when you go through Ravelry projects you can always check which yarns you have and how much you have them, because I don't remember what I have. So I will, okay, my second New Year's resolution, I will take all my yarn out, take photos and put them on Ravelry, on my Ravelry stash, so that way I know when I, for example, when I'll if I think about what yarns I could use for my yksi at this moment, I don't know which yarns would be suitable. I'll show you Next thing is Christmas gift yarns, because I got beautiful yarns as Christmas gifts, and I bought 2 skeins of lovely dark, was it Ikkes or KVG's fingering weight yarn, and I was thinking about making the bottom section with that yarn, and then the sleeve with this beautiful yarn I got from Gina as a Christmas present. Mrs. Crosby loves to play. I'll show you the tag. But this is actually sport weight. So if I'm going to write, or I'm not saying if, when I write the pattern, I need to knit that with fingering weight yarn, so I can't use this one. But okay, I'll show you the yarns I got for Christmas. These are also from Gina, and she said that I could knit socks for Kimmo, for my husband, with these, and I think that's a great plan. So these yarns will be great with the knit and read along. It's a year-round thing, so these will be socks for my husband. Then what I got, we had a Secret Santa gift swapping thing here in Kuopio, and I got this. I've never knit anything with yak yarn which has yak, and this one does. And I got this from someone in our knitting group, but I don't know who it is from. They will reveal who the swap partner is, but at this moment I don't know who this is from. But this is very dark plum purple, so this could be one option for those 2 gray yarns. Then what I got also, this is another Secret Santa. I got these ones from the UK, and at this moment I don't know who they are from, but aren't these pretty? Magenta yarns. Are these DK? Mencha is this. Malabrigo yarn in color English Rose. That's perfect to receive yarn from the UK, English Rose, and this is gorgeous. And these could be a wonderful hat or very warm mittens. Oh, I love these colors. And then I made also a Christmas swap with Sarah in California. Her Ravelry name was Skasila or something like that, but Sarah, she lives in California. And I got this Valley yarns. This is beautiful, light violet lilac color. Actually, or is it too thick? See, I'm thinking these for the mittens. I'll need to check, this might be too thick. But anyway, this color would look lovely with the mittens. Then I got never used Invictus yarns, Master of My Feet, colorway Do Not Blink, Merino nylon sock yarn. This is also gorgeous, gorgeous yarn. Light, a bit of grey, like viola, lavender. Oh, beautiful yarn. And this one is also new to me. Round Table Yarns. There's the logo. And this is Camelot, Shame and Slander, Merino Cashmere nylon. Lovely yarn too. Wonderful, wonderful colors. Is this fingering? 100 grams, 398 meters. So this could work with the grays I have for the Yksi pattern. Well, anyway, I have been a good girl because I got so many lovely yarn skeins as Christmas presents. Then other section of wreath. Okay, today, as I said, we are going to go to our friend's house for the New Year's Eve Christmas party. And I didn't want to go to a flower shop and buy a flower bouquet, but I made something neat, which I think it's neat. I made this wreath. The base is, I have one here because the craft store here had 30% of all craft supplies. So this kind of styrofoam wreath, this is a smaller one and this is a bit bigger one. So what I did, I took some felting wool, laid it on top of here, turned it over and needle felled it so that it stays put. And then I put this beautiful orange, finish, lesson time. This is nauha. Is this ribbon? Yes, must be. Okay, let's say that this is ribbon because now I don't remember. Oh, let's say this is nauha because in Finnish this is nauha. Okay, so I put this nauha on top of here and then made these decorations with, I sliced mandarins and put the slices in the oven and dried them in the oven, and I glued them on here, and these are cinnamon sticks which I just put hanging here and glued a little bit over there too. So this will be a gift for Jana and Sami, and I'll take this to their house tonight. And I think she likes it, Jana, because Jana likes green and orange too. So this will be something neat for you to think about, because you could also, I think you could knit garter stitch or stockinette, a flat piece, then put it around and sew the knit thing on here, make stripes, and then decorate it with something, or just put felting wool or whatever. So this is for me. I'll make one for me some time, but I don't know if I'll use felting wool. See, I have all those mini skeins. Won't it be fun to knit a flat stockinette thing and put it on top of this one and then decorate it with something? I need to think about that. Then I have the giveaway, which is somewhere here. So this notebook, design book, which I covered with cuts from Finnish and some foreign magazines. This is the front cover. That's this side, 2017. Then the back here looks like this. And let's see who is the winner for this notebook. Okay. Oh, Emma in Wellington, New Zealand. Congratulations, Emma. I'll ask your address on Ravelry and mail this one to you. Yay! And I have a new giveaway because of that knit and read thing. I also made a bookmark for you. It looks like this. I'll open this page. This book is Dan Brown's Da Vinci Code, and this is in Finnish. I've read this book once and I've seen the movie at least 4 times and I still love it. Okay, this is how the bookmark looks like. And I thought, because probably many of you don't know what Finnish language sounds like, to many people it must sound silly and funny and and so on. So I thought I read you 3 lines and then I'll translate it into English, what it said, because I thought it would be fun for you to listen to Finnish language. So this is Dan Brown's Da Vinci Code. Okay. Sophie tuijotti Teabingia pitkään ja kääntyi sitten Langdoniin päin. Onko Graal ihminen? Landon nyökkäsi. Itse asiassa nainen. And that's Finnish. And what I read to you was: Sophie stared at Teabing for a long time and then turned around to Langdon. Is Graal or Grail a person? Langdon nodded. As a matter of fact, a woman. So, this will be a giveaway, this bookmark, and if you like it and would like to try to win it, go to my Ravelry group. I'll have the link in the down bar on YouTube, the link to my Ravelry group, Hanna from Sheep's Alley. And I thought that the proper question would be, well, you can leave any comments, but I'll give you a question if you want to answer that and leave other comments. Do you like to read, and what kind of books do you like to read, if you like to read? And also, what is going to be your first new cast on in 2017? So that would be fun to know. If you have new patterns, I could put into my favorites. So please go to my Ravelry group and answer that question if you would like to try to get this bookmark. And I'll draw the winner at the end of January. So it's now 20 to 3, and at 5 o'clock we'll be having great time and sipping champagne and red wine and eating good stuff and enjoy life with beautiful friends. So I wish you all a happy new year 2017, and I'll see you at the end of January. Moi!